The weather pattern currently sitting over the United Kingdom has just turned very dangerous. Not inconvenient, not unsettled, dangerous. And if you are anywhere in England, Wales, Scotland, or Northern Ireland right now, what is unfolding in the atmosphere above you carries risks that are different in character, and in some ways more immediately threatening, than the record-breaking heat wave that shattered May temperature records just weeks ago. Like and subscribe right now, because the Met Office, the Environment Agency, and severe convective weather specialists are all watching this pattern with the same level of concern, and the next several days demand your full attention. Let us establish exactly what has changed, because the contrast with the week before is stark enough to require explanation. Just days ago, the United Kingdom was locked under a high-pressure ridge that delivered the hottest May temperatures in over a century. Kew Gardens in London hit 35.1 degrees Celsius. Records that had stood since 1922 were broken. The atmosphere was settled, cloudless, and ferociously hot. Now, the Met Office has officially described the current pattern in language that should be read carefully. This week is very different to last, with low pressure dominating the bigger picture. That is not a meteorological understatement. That is the opening line of a week that forecasters have characterized as bringing frequent spells of rain, unseasonably strong winds, heavy convective showers with hail and thunder, flash flooding risk, and gale force gusts in exposed coastal areas. Like and subscribe, because a pattern that swings from record spring heat to unseasonable gale. Force winds in the space of a few days is not normal British weather variability. It is a signal of an atmosphere that has become increasingly volatile. The specific mechanism driving the current danger is a series of Atlantic low-pressure systems tracking across the UK on a jet stream that has shifted into an active and strongly negative configuration. The positive North Atlantic oscillation pattern that the Met Office identified earlier this week means that the jet stream is driving tightly packed weather systems across the country with barely any gap between them. As each frontal system clears, a brief brighter interval develops before the next area of low pressure arrives. The practical consequence of this sequence is that there is no sustained recovery period between dangerous weather events. Rain, wind, and thunder arrive in waves, with conditions deteriorating again before roads have cleared. Flood. Affected watercourses have receded, or communities impacted by one event have had time to assess the damage from it. Like and subscribe, because a conveyor belt of Atlantic lows is not just uncomfortable. It is an infrastructure challenge, a flood risk management emergency, and a public safety situation that escalates the longer the pattern persists. The rainfall totals that the Met Office is projecting for this week are extraordinary for June. The official forecast from the Met Office Week Ahead blog confirmed that many areas are expected to see between 20 and 50 millimeters of rain between Monday and Friday alone. In western and upland areas, that figure rises dramatically. Some parts of Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Western England could see more than 100 millimeters of rainfall accumulating over the course of the week. Like and subscribe, because 100 millimeters of rainfall in a single week in June is exceptional. The UK average for the entire month of June is approximately 77 millimeters across most of the country. Some western upland areas will receive more than their entire monthly average in 5 days. That is the kind of rainfall accumulation that saturates catchments, overwhelms drainage systems, and makes flooding not a possibility, but a near certainty in vulnerable locations. The convective nature of much of this rainfall is what makes it particularly dangerous. Not all rain is equal, and the distinction between steady frontal rainfall and convective downpours matters enormously for flood risk and personal safety. Convective rainfall, produced by the type of atmospheric instability that generates thunderstorms, can deliver extreme rainfall rates in very short time windows. Severe convective weather specialists at NetWeather confirmed this week that cold mid-level temperatures in the atmosphere, combined with surface heating during any brief sunny intervals, are generating KP values, convective available potential energy, between 400 and 700 joules per kilogram locally. Those values are sufficient to sustain severe thunderstorms capable of producing large hail, gusty winds of up to 50 miles per hour, and locally intense rainfall rates that create flash flooding risk even in areas where the total daily rainfall accumulation might look manageable on a forecast chart. Like and subscribe, because half a month's worth of rain falling in a single hour, as happened in Woodhouse Mill near Sheffield during a previous comparable event, is a documented outcome of exactly this type of convective weather setup. The flood warnings already issued across England underscore how quickly this pattern has moved. From forecast to reality. The UK government's flood warning system, updated on the 2nd of June 2026, reported active flood warnings on the River Stour and Smestow Brook in the Black Country and South Staffordshire, Shuttle and Cray rivers in southern England, and flood alerts extending across much of the surrounding areas. The Environment Agency's specific language, that low-lying land, gardens, roads close to watercourses, and low-lying footpaths and bridges are all at risk, should not be read as a routine advisory. It is a direct instruction to change behavior. Roads that look passable may be concealing rapidly deepening floodwater. Rivers that appear only slightly elevated can rise to dangerous levels within minutes when a convective downpour hits their upstream catchment. Like and subscribe, because the Environment Agency and Met Office do not issue active flood warnings across multiple river systems simultaneously unless the risk is real, confirmed, and immediate. The wind element of this dangerous pattern deserves specific emphasis because it is the component that most frequently catches people off guard during a summer storm system. The Met Office confirmed on the 5th of June that unseasonably windy conditions were expected in the southwest, with peak gusts of 50 miles per hour along the north coast of Cornwall, Devon, and through the Bristol Channel. Their week-ahead forecast flagged the possibility of gales in exposed coastal areas by Thursday, with conditions that would feel not just windy, but unseasonably strong. Language the Met Office reserves for situations where the wind speeds being forecast are significantly above what would normally be expected at that time of year. June is not a month that people associate with gales. Umbrella stands are not windproofed in June. Scaffolding inspections have not been triggered by recent storms. Garden furniture is out. Trees are in full leaf, which dramatically increases their wind resistance, and therefore the risk of branches or whole trees coming down in gusts that might have passed unremarkably in winter. Like and subscribe, because an unseasonable June gale hitting an infrastructure environment that has not been prepared for wind carries a higher damage potential than a stronger storm arriving in October when everyone is already expecting it. Northern Ireland, Northern England, and Southern Scotland are carrying the highest combined risk from this pattern. The Met Office identified these regions as the areas where conditions are most favorable for the most intense convective downpours, 20 to 30 millimeters of rain in just a few hours, accompanied by hail, thunder, and gusty winds. That is a severe weather event by any standard. For communities still dealing with soil saturation from weeks of variable spring weather, and for rivers whose levels have already been elevated by the first phase of this Atlantic breakdown, another round of intense convective rainfall pushing 30 millimeters in a matter of hours creates rapid river rise conditions that leave emergency services with very little warning time and residents with very little reaction time. Like and subscribe, because in the context of this week's weather pattern, a localized intense downpour in an upland northern catchment does not stay in the uplands. It reaches the river reaches the towns, and the towns deal with the consequences within hours. The interaction between this week's dangerous pattern and the ground conditions left by the preceding heat wave creates a compound risk that is worth understanding clearly. During the May heat wave, soil across much of southern and central England dried out significantly. Surface layers in some areas developed a degree of hydrophobicity, resistance to water absorption, through the accumulation of organic compounds on desiccated soil particles. When that hardened, moisture-resistant soil surface is hit by intense convective rainfall, the water cannot infiltrate at the rate it arrives. Surface runoff is rapid, drainage systems are overwhelmed before they can respond, and flash flooding develops faster and reaches greater depths than the rainfall totals alone would predict. The compound sequence of record heat followed immediately by an intense Atlantic breakdown. Without the gradual seasonal transition that allows soil and vegetation to adjust their water management capacity, is precisely the kind of rapid environmental switch that produces the most damaging flood outcomes. Like and subscribe, because this is not a situation where individual events should be assessed in isolation. The danger of the current pattern is inseparable from the extreme pattern that immediately preceded it. The practical safety implications for every person in the UK this week are clear and worth stating directly. Do not drive through flooded roads under any circumstances. Floodwater as shallow as 30 centimeters can move a car off the road, and the depth of moving water is almost impossible to judge accurately from inside a vehicle. Stay away from swollen rivers, flooded fields, and any watercourses that have risen above their normal banks. Fast-flowing floodwater is far more powerful than it appears, and has claimed lives at depths that seem manageable to observers on the bank. If you are in an area with an active flood warning, follow the guidance from the environment agency and your local authority about evacuation, barrier deployment, and property protection. Check Met Office warnings before any outdoor activity, because a brief sunny interval in the morning during this type of pattern does not signal that the dangerous weather is past. It may simply be the gap between two severe convective events. And if you see lightning, the standard safety guidance is clear. Get indoors immediately, stay away from windows, and wait at least 30 minutes after the last rumble of thunder before venturing back outside. The bigger picture behind what the UK is experiencing right now is important context for understanding why these patterns are becoming more intense and more disruptive. The extreme contrast between the record-breaking heat of late May and the dangerous storm pattern of early June is not a coincidence. A warmer atmosphere holds more moisture and more energy. When that energy is released rapidly through convective storm systems, as is happening across the UK this week, the resulting rainfall intensities, wind speeds, and lightning activity are amplified compared to what the same weather systems would have produced in a cooler climate baseline. Climate scientists have been documenting this intensification of both heat extremes and storm extremes for years. What June 2026 is providing is a real-time demonstration, within the space of 2 weeks, of both ends of that spectrum hitting the same country, the same infrastructure, and the same population. Like and subscribe and share this video, because staying aware of what this weather pattern is doing and where it is heading is not just good practice this week. It is the foundation of staying safe through a summer that has already shown it is capable of delivering extremes that the UK is still learning how to live with. The lightning risk embedded within this week's dangerous convective pattern deserves specific mention because it is the hazard that people most consistently underestimate during summer storm events. The UK sees an average of around 300,000 lightning strikes per year, with the majority concentrated in the summer months when atmospheric instability is greatest. During this week's pattern, with KP values locally reaching 700 joules per kilogram and convective cells capable of producing organized storm lines, across southern England and East Anglia, the conditions for frequent lightning are not merely present, they are ideal. Lightning strikes trees, structures, and people with no warning and with lethality that requires zero margin of error in response. The UK's highest June wind gust on record is 89 miles per hour, recorded in Shetland, and the record June daily rainfall of 212.8 millimeters fell at Honister Pass in Cumbria in 2020. Both of those extremes occurred in June. The month that many people associate with the relatively benign start of a British summer is historically capable of producing genuinely extreme and dangerous conditions, and the current pattern is activating multiple hazards simultaneously. Like and subscribe, because the combination of lightning, flash flooding, and gale force gusts in a single weather system is not a sequence of separate manageable problems. It is a compound emergency that demands compound awareness and compound precaution. What makes this week's dangerous weather pattern particularly significant in the broader context of 2026 is that it is not the end of the story for the UK's extreme weather this summer. The Met Office's own 10-day trend blog noted that there are tentative signs that conditions could become somewhat more settled towards the latter part of the forecast period, but also warned that a further area of low pressure may move in from the north early the following week, bringing additional wind and rain, particularly to Scotland and Northern Ireland. Beyond that, the Met Office's longer-range June guidance points toward a gradual return to higher pressure through the middle of the month, which could bring a further warm spell that would be the third significant heat event of 2026 before June is even complete. The pattern the UK is living through right now. Record heat, dangerous storm, transition, brief respite, return of heat, is the signature of an atmosphere running at energy levels that reflect both a developing El Niño and a climate baseline that is significantly warmer than any previous period in the UK's recorded weather history. Like and subscribe and share this with someone who needs to understand what is happening to Britain's weather right now, because what this week's dangerous pattern reveals about the summer ahead is as important as the specific hazards it is generating today.